What if I told you that thinking like Albert Einstein has nothing to do with being a genius, and everything to do with a few simple habits you can start using today? Imagine solving problems calmly while everyone else feels stuck. Imagine seeing patterns where others see chaos. In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you how to train your brain to think in a way that changed the world. And truths. This is not about complex math. It's about simple mental habits anyone can practice. If you love learning how to unlock your brain's full potential, make sure you like this video and subscribe to Brain Boost Daily, because we break down powerful ideas into simple steps you can actually use. When people hear the name Albert Einstein, they picture wild hair and complicated formulas. But the truth is, what made him extraordinary was not just intelligence. It was curiosity. Einstein once said he had no special talents. He was just passionately curious. That means he never stopped asking why. Most adults stop asking questions because they don't want to look silly. Einstein asked more questions than anyone else in the room. So the first habit you can start today is this. Question everything. When you see something happen, ask yourself why it works that way. When someone explains something, gently challenge it in your mind. Not to argue, but to understand deeper. He called it more important than knowledge. Instead of just reading about physics, he ran thought experiments in his mind. He would imagine riding on a beam of light through space. He would picture clocks moving at high speed and ask what would happen. You can use this same tool in everyday life. Before making a big decision, close your eyes and imagine the future outcome. The brain does not fully separate imagination from reality. When you imagine clearly, you prepare your mind to solve real problems better. Einstein also embraced simplicity. He believed if you can't explain something simply, you don't understand it well enough. When you learn something new, try explaining it as if you're teaching it. If you struggle, that's a sign you need deeper understanding. This habit strengthens your thinking fast. Complexity often hides confusion. Simplicity reveals clarity. One thing many people don't know is that Einstein valued boredom. Yes, boredom. That wandering led to some of his biggest ideas. Today, we constantly scroll on our phones. We fill every quiet moment with noise. If you want to think like Einstein, schedule silence. Take a walk without music. Sit without your phone for 10 minutes. Creative connections are made in those silent gaps. Another key habit was patience with problems. When he faced a complex question, he stayed with it for years. Most of us give up after a few minutes of frustration. Try this instead. When you hit a hard problem, tell yourself you're allowed to sit with it. Grade it. Don't return to it later. Your subconscious mind keeps working in the background. Einstein was also not afraid to be different. In school, some teachers thought he was slow because he didn't follow traditional patterns, but he trusted his own thinking process. If you want to develop powerful thinking, you must allow yourself to think independently. Don't just repeat opinions you see online. Pause and ask, do I truly believe this? Independent thinking builds mental strength. Let's talk about focus. Einstein believed deep focus was essential. In today's world, distractions are everywhere. Notifications, emails, endless content. Try creating a 30-minute focus block each day. No phone, no multitasking. Just one task. Deep focus trains your brain to think more clearly and creatively. Over time, your attention span grows stronger. Another powerful habit is embracing mistakes. Einstein made many errors in his work, but instead of hiding them, he studied them. Mistakes are feedback. If something fails, ask yourself what it's teaching you. This mindset turns failure into fuel. The fear of being wrong blocks creativity. Freedom to experiment unlocks it. Einstein also surrounded himself with conversations. He discussed ideas with friends and colleagues constantly. Talking about ideas forces you to organize your thoughts. Try discussing what you're learning with someone else, or even record yourself explaining it. The act of verbalizing sharpens thinking. Here's something simple but powerful. Slow down. Einstein did not rush his thinking. He allowed ideas to develop. In a world obsessed with speed, slowing down can feel uncomfortable, but clarity comes from calm thought. When making decisions, Pause before reacting. Breathe. Think. Respond intentionally instead of emotionally. And perhaps most importantly, Einstein stayed humble. The more he learned, the more he realized how much he didn't know. Humility keeps curiosity alive. When you believe you know everything, growth stops. When you accept there's always more to learn, your mind stays open. Now imagine combining all these habits, asking deeper questions, using imagination daily, embracing silence, practicing deep focus, thinking independently, learning from mistakes, slowing down, staying humble. None of these require a high IQ. They require intention. You don't need to become the next Albert Einstein to benefit from his way of thinking. You just need to apply one habit at a time. Start small. Start small. Today, ask one extra why. Tomorrow, spend 10 minutes in silence. Next week, try a thought experiment about a goal you have. Over time, your brain begins to change. Neural pathways strengthen. Patterns become clearer. Your confidence grows because you trust your thinking process. If this video made you see your mind differently, let me know in the comments which habit you're going to try first. I read your comments, and they help shape future videos on Brain Boost Daily. Also share this video with someone who loves personal growth. Sometimes one idea can completely shift the way a person thinks. Your brain is more powerful than you realize. Genius is not magic, it is practice. And the way you think today shapes the life you live tomorrow. Keep questioning, keep imagining, keep growing, and I'll see you in the next video.